All right, good afternoon, everyone. As you're being admitted in the Zoom courtroom, I'll ask everyone to please make sure that you're muted until I call you to unmute. Let's see, this is Judge Hudson. This is the Municipal Court of Dalworthing Gardens. This is our attorney docket for February 2026. We're on the record. Everything is being recorded and being streamed live via YouTube, as is required by statute. Attorneys, I think we just have 3 attorneys here right now. I will go ahead and take your announcements. Anyone who is ready to accept the offer, please just let me know. We can go ahead and take the pleas and take care of that on the record here. If anyone needs to visit with our prosecutor, Mr. Bishop, then you are welcome to. I apologize, my screen just totally disappeared. Let me see if I can get back to you all. I can't see anyone right now. Let's see. There we go. Now I can see everyone. I apologize. My computer is being a little cranky today. Anyway, anyone who needs to visit with Mr. Bishop, we can set you up for a private breakout session so you won't be on the record and you all can visit privately. Let's see, I believe the first attorney is Mr. Graham.
Yes, Judge. I need to speak to Mr. Bishop.
Okay, and you have 2 clients, right? Both of them
Yes.
last names that start with Z, so okay. Give me for a
So,
second.
Miss Zeiter,
Mhm.
um, I need to talk to Mr. Bishop about the offer, and Mr. Zendejas is a show cause hearing.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Ms. Ma will set up a breakout session for the 2 of you. Y'all can go ahead and visit, and when you're ready, just come on back into the courtroom, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And let's see, next I have Hawkins and Walker for um, 11 Michelle McNally, is that correct? Let's see, do we have the defendant here? Or is that the attorney who's logged in?
I am here. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. And I don't see your attorney yet. Do you?
Uh, all I see is you, but I didn't hear them.
Okay. And actually, I see you're set for a show cause, it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you mute for a minute, and then we'll go over this. And I have one other attorney I need to take announcements from, all right?
Okay.
Mhm. And then I have Ms. Morone here on Mariah Copel. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon. How are you today?
Good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm well. I, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to appear via Zoom. Some of the municipal courts we work with say that they no longer have that capability, and I'm just very grateful.
Oh, sure. I think it makes it easier on a lot of folks, and it doesn't disrupt everyone's activity so much. So, absolutely. So you have one client has 2 cases: speeding, going 54 and a 40, and VPTA. Let's see. Did you get a plea offer communicated to you?
Not yet, Your Honor. I believe I need to speak with Mr. Bishop.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Graham's in there right now, and then as soon as he is done and we take his announcement, we'll get you all into the breakout session. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Now I'm going to go back to Mr. McNally. All right, Mr. McNally, you were represented by Attorney Hawkins initially on your cases. Did your representation agreement include them representing you on the show cause?
I'm not sure. They did text me about the meeting, so I think so.
Okay, do you expect them to be appearing?
I wasn't. Again, I'm not sure. Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you we just started, okay? It's just a few minutes after 1. So you can go ahead and mute at this time. I would encourage you to call their office and make sure they're going to be appearing, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and I'll check on you in about 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then when Mr. Graham comes back, we'll take his announcements. Anyone else? All right, so we have Mr. Bishop back. There's Mr. Bishop. All right. And Mr. Graham is coming back to us. All right, Mr. Bishop, Mr. Graham, do you all have announcement on the Fatima Zayter case?
Yes, Your Honor, there's been an amended plea offer. And as I understand, it was 65 and a 40, so he's 25 or more over.
Right.
And the plea offer, subject to court approval, is a $200 fine plus $134 court cost, 90 days deferred, plus driving safety course.
Mr. Graham, does your client wish to accept that offer? Or do you need time to communicate it to her? Oh, you're muted, sir.
Okay, Judge, I need to get that to her. And a question I have is can she do drive? We reset it. She did have ski course before I come back.
I'm so sorry, sir. You broke up a little bit. You're asking something about the driving safety course, but I didn't get it all.
Yeah, I want to ask or not, if we reset it, can I have her do the driver safety course now? Does she need to wait until the offer?
Can she go ahead and do it now before she accepts the offer?
Yes.
She can. She'll need to put in Dalworthy and Gardens, but we won't accept it until she's actually entered the plea.
Okay. I'm really just to pay all money and the course done. That's we back. And the court give me reset it, I can get her on that.
Okay, I will, you're breaking up a lot. It sounds like you're asking for a reset till next month. So we can reset you to our contest docket next month, which I think is March 4th. March 4th at 6 p.m. And of course, you can always accept it ahead of time and send everything in, okay?
Yes.
And the plea offer will remain open, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Two, three. Okay, that is reset. And then do you all have any announcement on Mr. Zendejas?
Well, Judge, that's a show. I got to lay out for because I'm not sure why I'm working out. You haven't told me.
Mr. Graham, I'm going to apologize. I don't know if it's just my computer, but there's a lot of feedback on your device. I'm getting about every second or third word.
Okay, I'm gonna go off the Bluetooth if I can and
Okay.
just try and
You
do
sound fine now. Whatever you're doing now is just fine. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's okay?
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm not sure Mr. Bishop has input on this guy. So it took me a while to get Mr. Zendejas's license back. And back in June, I put him on this probation. He had to pay money, do a course, and 8 hours of community service. So the money got paid. And right about the time, I think I've already filed, and in the court's record should be an hour and a half of the community service that he did at Mission Arlington.
Okay.
Then his dad ended up in the hospital with some kind of, I was a little reluctant to send the documents, but I've got a hoard of documents here about some serious medical issues which required the following. Infusion, he had to have full-time care at home. So Mr. Zendejas took off from work. He hasn't worked since really late September of last year. So his dad now finally in January is kind of stable. And he's going back to work. He's only done an hour and a half of this community service. He didn't do the course. I really would like to avoid him going back into the land of suspended license, if that's possible. Is there a way that we can get more time for him to get some of these things done? Or is he, I don't know what the courts has any options to give him here.
So my understanding is I can give you an extension if you request it. I can't force it on you, but I can grant it if you request it.
Well, I'm requesting it. Yes, I am requesting it, Judge, on his behalf.
All right, do you think you can get this done in 60 days?
60 days ought to be enough to get it done, Judge.
Okay, let's give him a 60-day extension, because I agree with you. I'd rather have him get these cases closed out of successfully than have anything that's going to further impact his driver's license. And that's my understanding from all those wonderful TMCEC courses. I can't force anything after this time period, but I can definitely grant it if you ask for it.
I'm asking and glad to have the court accept it.
All right, so
My
let's do
request.
60 days for the driving safety course and the community service.
I wanted to mention something else, Judge. So when he goes to Mission Arlington, they actually give him a piece of paper that tells him the hours. I know that we got a piece of paper from Sandra that where they're supposed to record the hours. Will the court accept the letter from Mission Arlington, or do we have to have them put it on the Dow Williamson Gardens community service sheet?
We're fine accepting that. I just want to encourage him to make sure that he looks and sees that it all adds up. Because I found Mission Arlington really tries to encourage and reward folks that are doing well doing their community service, and they'll schedule you for 2 hours, but you did so well, you got everything done in 1 hour, and they'll say, "Oh, we'll give you 2 hours anyway." That kind of a thing. But they'll actually put like the start and end time, and it'll just be 1 hour. So I have this document that says give them 2 hours credit, but they only did 1 hour. So just make sure that it all adds up.
Okay, Judge, I will do that.
Okay. All right. All right. But yeah, we can accept that as long as it's clear where he did the community service and that, you know, the documentation on the hours, and it's signed or initialed by someone who's a supervisor.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that concludes your cases, correct?
Yes, Judge, it does.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Graham. You are released at this time. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Bishop, I have another attorney here representing, let's see, here we go. I apologize, I put the files on here. Representing Mariba Coble, and she has 2 cases pending, and they need to speak to you in a breakout session.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. And let's see, we have Mr. Bino here. Mr. Bino? Let's see, who are you up here? Are you here for Baldo Paramo Escucha? Oh, you're still muted, sir.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yes, I am, Judge.
All right, are you ready for announcement on this, or do you need to speak with Mr. Bishop?
I'd like to speak with the prosecutor.
Okay, there's just one attorney ahead of you, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Mm-hmm. If you want to go ahead and mute, I'll call you to unmute as soon as he's back. And let's see, we have a pro se defendant right now, Mr. McNally. Could you please unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to reach your attorney's office?
I was not. I left a voicemail.
Okay, but they communicate with you and told you to be in court. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did they, in their communication, did they say anything about whether they would or would not be appearing?
Let me check the messages real quickly.
Okay.
Not directly. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Nor indirectly. They just gave me a notice on the date and time.
Okay. Because I know that some attorneys do represent their clients on show causes, like Mr. Graham, who was just appearing, but some attorneys do not. And they'll say that the contract did not extend past the initial plea offer. So I'll give you time if you want to try to reach your attorney again, because we'll definitely be here in court for a little while longer. Then we'll need to go ahead and proceed on your case. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I will continue to reach out and keep the meeting open.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. You go ahead and just go ahead and mute at this time, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. All right, we have Mr. Bishop and Ms. Marone back. Are you all ready for announcement and the Coble cases?
We are, Your Honor. We have an amended plea offer
Mhm.
on the Coble cases in regard to the speeding. The amended plea offer, the fine would stay the same, $457.60. And the terms would be court costs down and the balance either at 100 every 2 weeks or 50 every 2 weeks, whichever the court determines is appropriate for this particular defendant.
Mhm.
90 days deferred.
Mhm.
And then upon completion of deferred and payment of all deferral fees, the state would agree to bar the violate promise to appear.
Okay. All right, Ms. Marone, is your client ready to accept this offer? Do you need time to communicate it to her?
I do need time to communicate it to her, Your Honor.
Okay, let me, we can go ahead and reset this to our next contest docket, which is gonna be March 4th. Now that is a 6 PM docket. It is also a Zoom docket,
Okay.
right? Since the offer is here, I've written it down on the file. If you decide you want to, your client wants to accept it in the interim, you can just contact my staff and get it taken care of, and you don't have to come into the docket on the 4th.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your staff has been very kind and very communicative.
I have an awesome staff. I have fantastic clerks. I'm very thankful for them. But I think that's your only case. Is that correct? Your only client, correct?
It
Okay.
is, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you're excused. Thank you so much.
Have a lovely afternoon, Your Honor.
You
Thank you,
too.
Mr. Bishop.
And Mr. Bishop, I have Mr. Bino here, and he is appearing for Baldo Paramoro Escucha. He has 3 cases: speeding in a school zone, expired operator's license, and FMFR.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Ma will get y'all set up for a breakout session. And here's Ms. Wolf. I'm just about to say, all right, I see Ms. Wolf.
I apologize, Judge. Is there anybody else ahead of me, or am I it?
No, this has actually been a very light docket. I have one a defendant who's still waiting for his attorney to appear, but we're just waiting on them to come in. If you're, looks
Okay.
like you're driving, so if you need to.
I am going to try to pull over. I'm trying to get to a place where I can get active Wi-Fi, but I think that's not something I can do right at this time, but I'm going to mute myself and I will be right back.
Okay, that's fine. Ms. Wolf, take your time, okay?
Your Honor, I have
Yeah.
heard back from my attorneys if now is a good time.
Yes, are they going to be attending?
They are not.
Okay, I could not remember if Hawkins and Walker continued their representation through the show cause. So, Mr. McNally, I'm going to give you some information for you to consider. All right.
I am appearing for Hawkins and Walker as well. I apologize. That's what I was going to ask if the individual was appearing for Hawkins and Walker, but the individual was allowed some time to complete these activities, and I believe there was just a request for more time. But if we can, I know I didn't want to necessarily completely interrupt you, but you may proceed with the explanation of the conditions.
Well, that is, I appreciate that, and the issue that we have here is, Mr. McNally, you have already entered pleas on these cases, and you're ordered to complete some terms of your deferred disposition probation. And since you have an attorney who's representing you, I'm not going to go into all the pro se warnings that I would normally go into, but you're at a point where you've not turned in the driving safety course or completed the community service. You have had the full length of the time of the deferred that I can order you to. The only way you can get more time is if you, through your attorney, request an additional extension. But I would be asking for you to show good cause as to why you were unable to do this. And if you cannot show good cause as to why, then you could be looking at 3 convictions on your record. So I'm not asking you to make any statement this time. You have an attorney here. I'll even give you all an opportunity to speak privately if you need to, but I just want to let you know that's the status of your 3 cases. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, you can go ahead and mute at this time. When Ms. Wolf is ready, we'll go ahead and start taking her announcements. I do have one other attorney who's there meeting with the prosecutor right now. I'll need to take his announcement.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can go ahead and mute at this time.
Okay.
All right, Judge, for this individual at this point in time, we were just asking for additional time. If Mr. McNally, if he is able to speak to the reason as to why he would need additional time, I would be comfortable if he feels comfortable sharing with the court. If you did say that it was a late docket.
It is actually. Mr. McNally, would you like to explain why you did not complete your driving safety course or your 16 hours of community service?
Yes, ma'am. So I have completed the driver safety course. I have not completed the full amount of the driver safety services or course. Sorry. The reason why I work around 60 hours a week, and most of the hours that the community service list is available, I am at work. I have completed some of it, but not all of the time yet.
Okay, let me back up because I think you said driving safety twice, and you've completed the driving safety course. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Do you have the certificate?
I do.
Have you signed it?
It was digital.
Right. Have you printed it out and signed it?
I can do that.
Okay.
I have not yet, though.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to send the digital unsigned copy to the court right now for proof. You can send it in an email. My court clerk, you'll send it to Sandra, Sandra, at cityofdwg.net. Okay. Go ahead and send that. I have this attorney here. I need to take his announcement. Then we'll come back to you and Ms. Wolf. All right.
And I apologize. That was Sandra at where?
City. So this is the city of Dalworth and Garden. So it's Sandra at
Okay.
city, CITY of DWG, the abbreviation of Dalworth and DWG.net.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. You can go ahead and mute at this time and let me take Mr. Bino and Mr. Bishop's announcements.
Okay.
Mr. Bishop, Mr. Bino, do you all have any announcements in this case, these
Yes.
3 cases?
Yes, we do, Your Honor. There's been an amendment in the plea offer, and let me just go through all 3 of them. So the speeding is going to be a $40 fine, $159 court costs for a total of $199. Deferred, 90 days deferred. Expired operator's license, $56 plus $81 for a total of $137 plus proof of a current DL. And then the FMFR, the fine is reduced to $100 plus court cost of $81 for a total of $181 plus current proof of insurance. He needs to pay the court costs, which are $321.
Mr. Bishop, I need to jump in here. I believe on FMFR, the minimum fine is $175.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
So if you all need to make an
was not
adjustment
aware of that.
somewhere
Let's-
else.
Let's go back to the room and we'll talk
Okay.
about that.
Okay. So Jim, if y'all will watch for your breakout button, please. Let me know when you get that email. I have 211 McNally's. Okay. All right, Mr. McNally, can you please unmute Ms. Wolf if you're still there? All right, we did receive the driving safety course certificate. So Mr. McNally, you did get that completed. You do need to sign it, but I'll go ahead and note that you have completed it. And how many hours of community service have you done?
6.5.
Okay. Where are you going to do your community service?
Mission Arlington.
Okay. All right. So if I give you 30 days, can you get the additional 9.5 hours done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Wolf, do you have any objection to that?
No, Judge.
Okay. All right. I'm making these notes here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a 30-day extension. So Mr. McNally, there's two things you need to do. Print out that certificate, sign it, and send it in today, please. You can take a picture of it and send us a picture. That's all we need, okay? And get your community service done. As soon as you have your community service completed, send that paperwork in, because once we get those two things, then we can close out these cases.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about this?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay, and don't hesitate to call your attorney if you need to do so, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're released at this time, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And Ms. Wolf, are you ready to make announcements? Or are you still needing a little time to set up?
I need just a moment, Judge. I'm going through the list just to make sure my notes are correct.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. All right, we have Mr. Bishop coming back. Waiting for Mr. Bino. There we go. All right, Mr. Bishop, Mr. Bino, do you all have any announcements in these cases?
Yes, we do, Your Honor. We have an amended plea offer. And I will dictate that into the record.
Okay.
In regard to the speeding in the school zone, the fine is reduced to $20 from $40, plus court cost of $159 for a total of $179.
Okay,
That's my
In
understanding,
regard-
Judge.
okay,
In regard to the expired operator's license, fine is reduced to $36 plus court cost of $181. And that works out to $117 plus current proof.
okay,
In regard to the FMFR, $175 fine plus $81 court cost, plus current proof for a total of $256.
okay.
30 days to pay the court costs, which are $321, $100 every 2 weeks thereafter. 90 days deferred on all three.
All right, and Mr. Bino, does your client wish to accept this offer? Or do you need time to communicate it to them?
He wants to accept it, Judge.
Okay, all right. So how does to these three charges of FMFR, expired operator's license, and speeding in a school zone going 34 and a 20, how does your client plead?
No contest.
Waive right to jury trial in all cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, based upon the pleas of no contest, I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find this defendant guilty of these three charges, but I will not. Instead, I will defer finding them guilty and place them on deferred disposition probation pursuant to the plea agreements that have just been read into the record. The court cost of $321 will be due in 30 days, and then the balance will be paid off at $100 every 2 weeks after that. Once the balance is paid, then this defendant will be on probation out of this court for 90 days. The defendant is required to obtain and maintain insurance or other financial responsibility as required by law for that 90-day time period, and to provide proof of a valid driver's license by the end of the 90 days. Is there anything you need to put on the record, Mr. Bino?
No, Judge. That's my understanding of the agreement completely.
All right, we will email your office the paperwork, and if there's nothing else, then you are released at this time.
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Bishop, we have Ms. Wolf here She's about ready to start her announcements. She's going through her list right now.
Sorry, Judge, I've been trying to send a piece of proof to Sandra and I couldn't get from one thing to another. Give me just about 30 seconds and let me
That's
send
fine.
this and I'll be right back.
That's fine.
All right, Judge, thank you for your patience.
Certainly, certainly.
All right, so I have the first one is a Bobway.
Yes.
I am asking for a reset on that one. I am in contact with him, but communication is slightly delayed in my office. As stated last week, I did lose my assistant, and so while I'm in court, I am communicating, unfortunately, by text message and emails and basically phone tag. So I am surviving, and there will be an end in sight. I just need additional time for all but one of these
That's fine. That's
defendants.
fine.
Yeah.
And I understand. I mean, this is your first setting on, I think, all of these. So if we
Yes.
reset to the March 4th docket for these.
I can definitely get those done. I do have a plea on Al Sadi.
Okay.
I was able to resolve some of them, or that one. For this individual, he is pleading no contest and waiving right to jury trial. We have the state's offer of 179, requesting 30 days to pay that with 90 days deferred disposition.
Okay. So I've received the plea of no contest. I show the plea offer is $55 for the deferral fee and the court costs are 134. That would go to 189.
Noted. I cannot do math. I apologize. I may have misread that. So I will mark it as 189
Okay.
to be sent within 30 days.
Okay, great. So we'll get this paid within 30 days.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So do that paperwork. And so on all the others, you're requesting a reset to March 4th. Is that correct?
Pending one additional case, there was a Francisco Barron Jr. I did want to clarify if that was the community service hours that were needed. And that was what I was working on. I forwarded proof of community service hours from last May of 2025, but it was for a Haltom City organization. So I wasn't sure if it was not accepted or was just not received.
No, we accepted that. No, we've never received the driving safety course certificate.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Need DSC. Okay.
Yes.
Let me work on that angle. If I could do a reset to that one on March 4th, I will be happy to try to resolve that one as well.
Absolutely. And I do want to just go ahead and point out, you have one of your clients is a juvenile charged with speeding going 29 miles over the speed limit. So there's no offer at this time. The last name is Mosley. Just want to make sure.
That was,
yeah.
I was going to ask on that is Mr. Bishop available? I was going to pick for next time, but because he's available, can I speak to him regarding that one?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Bishop, Ms. Wolfon shall watch for the breakout session.
Uh-huh.
All right, we have Mr. Bishop back and Ms. Wolf is coming back. Do you all have any announcement in the Mosley case?
Do, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
There's been an amended plea offer in regard to the speeding, 69 and a 40. The fine would be $200 plus court cost of $134. 4 hours community service, 180 days deferred. And that offer will remain open through the next setting.
All right. All right, that's been noted on the jackets. We have that there. And Ms. Wolf, we will go ahead and reset all of these cases for March 4th at 6 p.m.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right.
And I am,
Great.
and thank you, Judge. I know this is on the record, but I am not taking any new cases, so it's essentially, I am just trying to clean up what's left. And I will be in response to the court. There was a docket in November that I am also still working on, so I just will keep the court apprised.
Okay, that's fine. And as you know, if you get some of these worked out before March 4th, feel free to send the paperwork in and we'll get those processed and closed out so that you can close them out on your end. All right.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right. You were released at this time.
Thank you.
And I see no other defendants or defense attorneys. Mr. Bishop, is there anything that the state needs to put on the record?
Further from the state, Your Honor.
All right, we'll go off the record at this time.